Well, here we are back at the Montparnasse Tower, but this time we are at the Edgar Quinet market in Avenue Georges Besse, Allée Georges Besse, on a Saturday morning. It's actually quite a peaceful little market, in spite of somebody screaming just then. Oh dear, she is not very pleased. That lady dashed off, or stalked off, I think might be the operative word. Still, never mind. Let's go and explore. Helen's gone ahead of us. Lots of nice fruit and vegetables. Look at the artichoke there. I always like those kind of things. And it's so colourful in these markets. And the food's so fresh. Now currently it's asparagus season. These white asparagus. Actually a bit more expensive than the green. Helen prefers the green because you don't have to peel them. But I have to say they do have a peculiar flavour, these white ones. If you want to fancy a ring, here's the place. Oh, you seem to be able to buy a lot of things in this place. Here's socks. This seems to be the socks and clothes section. It's cheap, but it's cheerful. And over the other side, kitchenware and belts. €5. Can't go back. Wrong. Well, suddenly a bit of space. Amazing. On the left we've got nuts and fruit. And on the right we've got some cheese. Have a look close by. Oh, the breeze nice. The brie looks very good. No, we seem to be developed into the fish here. A lot seems to have gone already. It's now about, when you see, I didn't at the time, it's about 1 o'clock. This market closes at 2:30, I think. Ah, here's a fish guy who seems to have a lot more stock. Let's have a look, see what there is. Nice tuna. And the sole. Unless I'm familiar with the sole, they do have turbot here, which is quite expensive. But still. Fancy some roast chicken? Actually, I've noticed the roast chicken is quite popular in a lot of places. This is different though, the potatoes, unfortunately not cooked yet, so I can't buy any. Let's walk on. Fruit, meat, not too good for us being vegetarians. And vegetables. This is pretty typical. Except I do like these long tomatoes here.
$7.85.
They're so large. Although some are very tasty, some aren't. Right, we've come back to the next to the metro. We seem to see some more jewellery and some scarves and clothes section. Here's the metro. This is Edgar Quinet. As you can see, there's the Montparnasse Tower. So let's continue on the next section of the market. Oh, there you are, cashmere pullovers. Not too cheap. 79 each, 150 a time. So not everything is very cheap at this place. The road crosses here, and over here the gourmet chef is showing his wares. Over here we have a guy showing how to his magic peeler works perfectly. Ah, you get them in all markets, don't you? Here's some silk scarves, not bad. Moving along, honey. French are very keen on honey, but it's awfully expensive from our point of view. And veggies on the other side, which you can't see, but very some cheese here, particularly interesting. More. My God, there's all kinds of cheese. I don't know what this is. Very lurid. But there we are. As you can see, the cheese and now the meat is actually covered. I'll just sweep up here. You can see this. It's covered with a plastic sheet. It didn't used to be, but in fact, if you look both sides now, you can see that it's all of them have this new covering. Over here, a guy who is animated and showing plenty of life here. He's showing scissors and looks like mandolins or mini mandolins, you know, for cooking vegetables. Well, he's managed to sell one. Good for him. Let's go around, see what we've got here. Oh, a flower shop. That makes a change. Nuts are another perennial favourite at these markets. Nuts, and they usually combine them with nuts, olives. I don't know if you can see at the far end there. It's candied peel. See? Candied fruits actually, look like candied peel. Good sellers apparently. Some nice fruits and berries at this stall, that's more unusual. Oui, really, they're very fresh. As she's saying, cherries and strawberries. Delicious. Beautiful red roses. Here's some interesting ones. I think these are peonies. Pivoine. I think that's peony in English. As you see, they're not open at all. Obviously designed to open at home. Ah, this is a bit different. Some fish, but also crabs. Haven't seen those before here. Well, these guys are actually packing up, but they don't seem to have done so well because there's an awful lot of fish left. Still, let's see what else. Yeah, a lot of people seem to be packing up down here. Sweet. Well, here's some watches, cheap enough. And Japanese movements guaranteed 1 year. But here's something that's more liable to bring Helen some pleasure. Handbags. So I've now reached the end of the market and I haven't seen her. Quite surprising. I said, here's the end and there's the tower. 59 stories and we were on top of it and it blows up there, I can assure you. Obviously past Helen on the way, but here she is. We've been buying stuff.
I bought from the guy some snackies.
Did you?
Didn't you see me?
What? No, I missed you completely.
Oh,
There you are. What have you bought?
I spent a long time there. You should have seen.
I must have walked straight past you.
Hmm?
So what's this? What's this?
I'll show you. I'll show you which one I bought.
Which one did you buy?
I bought this one. Come what? I bought that one.
And that one?
It's vegetable chips.
Ah, pretty good. Well, some nice bread here. The guy is looking forward to selling out. This is the kind of view that you get down the market. This is not particularly crowded, but as you see, you're under the shade. most of the time. And a lot of these stores, they'll be gone inside an hour. But as you can see, people do come here to shop, not just to rub a neck like me. I do like the look of this bread.